Alright guys, what's up? It's Lux or Benoît that you saw on the live from Kigan. So I just made the top 16 at RBET Berlin with my Jinzo OTK. So this is gonna be the deck profile of the deck, and I'm gonna talk about the tournaments and everything. So yeah, I'm super happy that people were cheering for me and for the deck. I wasn't sure I would take that deck at the tournament at the RBET, but ultimately I decided to stick with it, and I'm very happy with the results. Even though I would have loved to go further, top 16 at a major event with Jinzo is a pretty nice achievement. Maybe the best thing I've done in Edison for now. And yeah, I think I would remember that day forever. So first thing first, I want to say thanks to Keegan and the team, to Darius, to have just made this thing happen and have our first European RBET. So I'm very happy that we could all play in such a big event, and especially now that Konami is just doing his own thing with whatever they're calling their Time Wizard events. So let's go into the deck profile. So it's a 40 card decks, no bullshit, no 41, no 42, it's 40 cards. I'm gonna start with the monsters. So the key card of the deck obviously is triple Jinzo. So this has to, this is the key card of the deck. So yeah, it's just a great floodgates. It won me a bunch of games just because of the floodgate effect and the fact that players can use their trap cards, and it's also lock up the cards on the field so they can't cause either. So yeah, that's insane. So obviously triple Jinzo returner to get the Jinzo backs and send them with Future Fusion. So yeah, mandatory. Then the Machina Engine, so triple gear frame, obviously. So you win with Future Fusion, but you grind with the Machina cards, and you can also finish the opponents with the Machina cards. So yeah, just beat down game. So triple gear frame, of course, triple fortress, mandatory as well, and one Machina force. So you only need one because you put all the Machina fortress. You just put one in the grave with the Future Fusion, and then you just proceed to normal summon gear frame, get the Machina force, and that's game. So yeah, that's it for the Machina Engine, and of course the double Cyber Dragons, mandatory as well to make the Future Fusion works. So that's it for the machine monsters. Sorry. And then you have the supporting cards. So I play triple Cribbons just to get me to get me there, just to stall until I get the Future Fusion with God Sarcophagus. And also it's very important that you run tuners in this deck. The Easter deck is very important because that's the only way you can break a juke block, for example, with the Jinzos and the Cribbons, like make Dark End, for example, the Red Dragon Arcfin, or make a starter. So yeah, it's very important. And also Bryonak, I think you saw it in the stream. So yeah, that's you need to play tuners, and this one just buy you sometimes. And then there's a bunch of one-offs. So it's still the dark deck, so you run one Armed Dragon, obviously, one Gors. I played the one Caius, again for breaking dupe blocks, or yeah, it's just a good card overall. Then there's the one Doom Caliber Knight. So I was very happy with that card because at the beginning I was pretty skeptical, but it turns out it's pretty good because yeah, well, it's an out to Gors. It's an out to flip monsters, so hamsters, Raikou, any recruiters like a Pyramid Turtle, stuff like this. And yeah, it came in clutch in some matches, and I will explain why. But it's still a skillful card, so you have to you have to use it at the right time. It's not very good against frogs, but yeah. So this card was pretty good, and also it's a 19 beater, so yeah. And the last monster is the one Vortex Trooper. So funny enough, I talked about this card to a friend, Jean V, that you saw winning the YCS Lille last week, and yeah, it was like not taking me seriously with that card, but it's very important because in this deck, Future Fusion can sometimes miss if you open double Cyber Dragon, so you can't really resolve it. You have to have always one Cyber Dragon in the main deck. So Vortex Trooper is here to put back Cyber Dragon into the deck to make sure Future Fusion works, or to put back some Jinzo returners to make sure the Future Fusion gets me there. Sometimes it can also get me the the future fusion by drawing it. Alright. So yeah, that's it for the monsters. Then we have the spells. So the one future fusion, obviously, and double core sarcophagus, just to get the future fusion, mostly, sometimes Dark Arm Dragon or Brain Control. Then Heavy Storm, Giant Renate to make sure the OTK goes through. And then there's the other cards to make the OTK. So there's the Overload Fusion, which came in clutch a few times. The Limiter Removal. The one Brain Control was well with Gaius, was well with the Jinzo. One Emergency Teleport to get the synchro plays, one Allure of Darkness just to dig deeper in the deck, and I played the one pot of Avarice. So it's the same reason as the Vortex Trooper. If you have the double Cyber Dragon into the grave, you can shuffle them back and make sure the Future Fusion goes through. In the late game, it's pretty good because you get back the gear frames just to make the Machina Fortress lives again. And yeah, it's overall a pretty good card. The only reason I run it is to make sure Future Fusion goes through. And also, once you sorted the deck and sent all the machines, it just gives you so many good top decks. So once there are no monsters in the deck, you can now top deck maybe Overload Fusion, Limiter Removal, Brain Control, maybe Dark Arm Dragon, like all the good cards. So yeah, that's it for the spells. And then for the traps, I'll just run 6 traps, so 1 Hero Force, 1 Torrential Tributes, the 1 Trap Death Shoot, 1 Silent Judgment, 1 Call of the Unity, then 1 Deep Prison. So the only thing specific here, I think, is the Deep Prison. The 1 Deep Prison is because this deck, if you don't open combo, you have to win sometimes. And people, when they see Jinzo first, since they're all thinking of the last Jinzo deck that topped, they're expecting Reikos, Hamsters, and no traps, so maybe the Treacherous Trap Hole. But I do play real traps, and Deep Prison is just to get people off guard, especially against the Blackwing matchup. So yeah, I was very happy with 1 Deep Prison in the main deck. So yeah, that's it for the main deck. I'm gonna go to the extra deck very quick because it's nothing very there's no surprise here. So 2 Chimera Attack over Dragons. So yeah, that's the one you reveal with Future Fusion. Sometimes you summon it with Overload Fusion, and that's just game. So 800 per machine monsters can attack up to the number of material used. So maximum would be like 14. So way more than enough. Double Fortress. Yeah, main deck. So that's pretty good. In theory, if I play against other machine decks, but it didn't happen. But yeah, I made a cool play with it, but I'll talk about it later. And then the classic synchro, so Armorium, Catastor, Biona, Goyo Guardian, Black Rose, 1 Stardust. The Dark End helps you break the boards with Jinzo and Creebons. Thought Ruler, Colossal Fighter, Outred, again, helps you break boards like, full the Dandelion boards, or maybe the Flip Flap Frog and a Dupe. The soft lock, it just helps you get there, and 1 Gotham because you play the Fortress, and yeah, that's just a beater, and it plays around Brain Control, so yeah, that's pretty good. So yeah, that's it for the extra deck. And now the side deck, I think, is the the side deck is what was the worst thing of the deck. So there's double Bottomless, 1 Deep Prison, 1 Restrict, 1 Rug, 1 Soul Release, 1 MST, 1 Book of Moon, 1 Smashing World, 1 Vortex, Fossil Dyna, double Breakers, and double GG Crows. So Bottomless is here to help me against aggressive matchup or like value game 2 and 3, because they think, okay, they don't want to give me turns, they want to kill me quick, so I need to put some more defensive cards. So that's what does another Deep Prison. So in theory, this is good into value and Blackwing. Unfortunately, I never played Blackwing during the tournament, so I can't really tell if it's the way to go. Restrict, Rug, and the Soul Release and Fossil Dyna. Everything here is just to play against frogs. Theory is pretty good. I never drew those cards. Maybe the Restrict one time. So yeah. I think the breaker here is interesting because some people, when they see Future Fusion, especially all the players that copied the list of Sizzle, they go Dust Tornado because they want to catch the Future Fusion. So breaker is here just to bait, just to clear the Dust Tornado so that you can play Future Fusion afterward. So I mean, in theory, it's good. but I don't really know. I never drew it, so I can't really tell, but that's why I'm running. Same thing, that's why I run the MST, just to clear back rows and play safely the Future Fusion. The double DD cross is so that I don't lose against other combo decks, and then those cards just to break boards. So the reason why I think the side deck is not very good is because I totally forgot, but I'm running Ghost Sarcophagus, so I can play like one of card in the side deck and just search for them. And this means one of the most interesting cards you could put in the side deck would be a Possessed Soul, just to steal the dupe lock from the opponent. You know, the level 3 that steal everything. So I think that's interesting with Gold Sarcophagus. And there's other option. I think you should play a Threatening Roar, because I've been playing against combo decks too during the tournament. And I think that trap card would have helped me a lot, just to, you know, save me a turn and maybe get me to the Future Fusion or to the Ghost Sarcophagus resolving. So yeah, that's it for the side deck. But I really think this side deck is not the way, guys. You have to, this has to be improved. But yeah, I'm overall very happy with the main deck and the extra deck. Only the side deck feels a bit weak. So yeah, that's it for the deck list. Now I think I'm gonna do some I don't know, I'll talk about the decks. Yeah, I think I'm gonna talk about the tournament run. Sorry, I'm just looking at my sheet of papers. So round 1 was against Vayu, and I won 2-1. I had Future Fusion the 2 games I won, so yeah, nothing else to say. Round 2, it was against a Lithuanian guy, and he was on Vayu as well, and I beat him 2-1. Again, I had Future Fusion and limiter removal this time, so yeah, I just sacked him. Game number 3, it was against the Slovenian players, and he was on HeroBeat, and I 2-0'd him like in 10 minutes, like like the slow decks really can't handle the pressure of the Jinzo deck. So yeah, that was the quick one. And yeah, the round number 4 was against HeroBeat again, and I won 2-0 again, like the same thing. They're too slow. They can keep up with my deck. And also I think game 2, unfortunately for him, so I drew really well, and also he bricked really bad. Like he had Miracle Fusion but no water, so at some point he had no heroes, no Stratos, no eco. Like he was stuck kinda. And yeah, just if you give me turns, I'm gonna find the kill shot. So yeah, that's it. So round number 5, I went against another French player, the only other French that made top 16, I believe, so Jean-Marie, who was on Vayu. And I lost, he beat me 2-1, and I think main thing is game number 3, not only I bricked because I opened double Jinzo returners, but also I think I was too patient into a torrential tribute, and he just pushed me with what he had. So yeah, I think that's on me, but I think I was not winning this one anyways. Round number 6, I was against Rognark or Cormac, I believe, if I pronounced that correctly, and he was on the frog deck, and yeah, I won 2-1. So that's the thing with frogs. They do swap frogs and tribune frog, swap bounce, and then they leave the field open. And I believe the strategy is just they hope we don't have the kill shot, so I just go Future Fusion, and yeah, that's game. So we can go to game number 2. Game number 2 was pretty back and forth. It was a funny one because I play into the Gores, but it was like calculated risk because I have the Lightning Vortex. So then I can Lightning Vortex and crack back, but then he cracked back again and he got me. It was a pretty cool match. And then game number 3, yeah, I don't really. Yeah, I think I had Future Fusion again, and yeah, I made a big OTK, I guess. Also, one thing I want to mention against one HeroBeat, at some point the game state was like, yeah, the Saber Dragon on board, and the triple Jinzos, and I knew he had Gors, so I pushed with what I had. And so Gors was expected. And then in main phase 2, I used the triple Jinzo and the Cyber Dragon to make a gigantic fortress with a 4k attack that he couldn't deal with because he only had the Gors. And then the next turn with the fortress, I just cleared the board and finish him off with the fortress. So yeah, that was a pretty cool. I think that's the biggest fortress I ever summoned, and it was using my own cards. So yeah, that was a cool play. But other than that, round 7, I played against Chess Prime, the American player who's always on the Gigavice. And game number 1, he started and he opened Lawnfire Supervise, so I just conceded and just not showing what I had. I bricked anyways. And then we went to game number 2. And I think this one, at some point he had like Titanial and Brutal Drago in attack position, and I just make the gigantic overload fusion. So my monster has like 14,000 attacks, something like this, and just punch once, punch twice, and that's that's the One Punch Man for people that read the comics. And then game number 3, he bricked, and I just beat him up with the Machina engine, and that's really why it shines. It's because it's puts so much. The machine monster puts so much pressure. And then round number 8, I was against another Lithuanian from the same group of friends, who was actually on Diva Hero. So props to him, because I guess he ended in 6-2 with that deck. So that's pretty cool. And I think he had a pretty bad start, like your opponent with the Gilman. And this game, I think I never drew the Future Fusion, but I just beat him up with the other cards. And that's where Doom Caliber Knights really shine. Because the Diva Hero decks, they like to go for Stratos. They like to go for Stratos and get Prodigy, because they want to set up the Caius next turn. So yeah, I got Doomcal, clear Stratos, so that's a +1. And then if he goes Special Summon Prodigy, then Caius, you just make it's minus, like he used 3 cards just to clear 1 Doomcal. So this card really puts a lot of work. Game number 2, I let him resolve a Future Fusion, so that means that now Gorz is dead, and then I just went for the kill. It was a nice Doom Caliber during this specific match. So yeah, that's it for my run. So I ended 7-1, so I finished 9th overall, and then the next day it was the top 16. So yeah, that's it for the run, and now I think I'm just gonna give some shout outs. So obviously I'm gonna shout out to my girlfriend who's always supporting me. Also shout out to Charles, one of my best friends, who helped me with the deck. I mean, not helped me, but I played against him like 2 days before the tournament, and he just butchered me. Like he beat me like 6 or 7 times in a row. So I was really doubting myself, and then I just updated the deck and went for it, because I really want to top with something else than value, because I think playing value is too easy. So I wanted to to have a top with something cool. So that's why I bring the Jinzo deck. Shout out to my little brother, of course, that was with me in Berlin for the whole tournament, who played alongside me. And shout out to all the players that I play against, all the people I talk to. Shout out to the Lithuanian group teams. That was pretty cool to have them interact with us. It was nice. Also, they were cheering for me, so that was pretty cool. And I hope I don't forget anyone. Shout out to Red Gadget. I was pretty surprised, because he's also speaking French. And a bunch of German Jews I talked to during the tournament. It was a really cool event. Maybe I'm just gonna say why I choose to play this deck. So the thing is, it's a long-ass tournament. I never done 8 rounds in a row, and I wanted something to get me quick wins, so that I can take a break between rounds and just, breathe, keep calm. And I don't want to play Machina Control, and have to, as soon as you finish your game, you go to the next one. Like, if you never catch a break, that's pretty tough, especially on a long day. And also, I just wanted to show the players at my locals, they are all on values, because that's the only deck that win. Well, that's the only deck they think can win, and I just wanted to show that you can top with anything rogue if you want it. You just have to put work on it. So yeah, very happy with the result with the Jinzo deck. I think that's it. I hope this will inspire people to play other rogue decks, and I can't wait to see other decks, other friend decks topping like Jinzo or something. Just surprises. That's what I love about Addison, is just that you can. I love deck building and going for other strategies. So yeah, that's it for now, and see you in the next one, guys. Bye bye.